Jesus himself said, "No man comes to the Father but by me." There is a faith in Jesus that is related to this new relationship that one has to God. And so the thing for us to see about this is that John is not commending the power of some vague, generic faith that anybody might have. It's not, you just got to believe or visualize your success or imagine what you want and then believe hard enough that God will give it to you and he'll give it to you. It's nothing like that. It's nothing so vague as that. In fact, it's nothing so impotent as that. Look carefully at what he said. Whoever believes that Jesus is the Christ is born of God. And when we come to the end of this passage, it will again be that creedal formulation, Jesus is the Christ, the substance of our faith. Jesus as Christ, divine King, Lord, only sovereign, promised Redeemer. That faith, that's the faith that's inseparable from this new birth and this conquering faith. Faith in Jesus as Christ, as Son of God, to whom our glad submission is both a duty and a joy. That's faith that conquers the world. This, by the way, is a faith that embraces not whatever we feel like at the moment, but what is true, and what is good, and what is right. This is a faith that embraces what God is doing in the world. Not some half-baked plan that I can come up with about what I want to do in the world. This is a faith that yields to Jesus King. It's not a faith that tries to bend God's will to its own. Now, there are three things to notice about this faith. First is it's a faith that conquers. The faith that conquers is faith in Jesus as divine King. There's a writer, I've not read much of him, but a writer that I've read very much of, C.S. Lewis. So now there you go. I've got Tolkien and Lewis in the same sermon, and there will be more to come with some Chesterton sprinkled in. But C.S. Lewis said that George MacDonald was his master, and he didn't mean that in any blasphemous sense, but he regarded him as the human being that influenced him, discipled him, to use language, modern language, absolutely revolutionized his life, his understanding of who God is. George MacDonald, there's a quotation from George MacDonald in the opening of one of C.S. Lewis's books, in which it says, "The one principle of hell is I am my own." The one principle of hell is I am my own. The faith that John is talking about here runs directly counter to that principle. The faith that conquers, the faith that overcomes the world, is the faith that realizes it was bought with a price and it's not its own. It's the faith that doesn't say I am, but says to the I am, I'm yours. That's the faith that conquers.